Most battles are decided before you ever speak, not by facts, but by how well you handle pressure in the first 5 seconds. Picture this. Someone you know had all the right answers in a heated debate. Their logic was perfect. Their evidence was solid. But when the pressure came, they fell apart. Their tone climbed higher. Their gestures became frantic. And in that instant, everyone stopped believing them. That moment is invisible, but once you understand it, you'll never lose it again. Here's the truth. Every conflict you walk into is really testing one thing: your ability to stay in control. Not how smart you are, not how prepared you are, but can you keep your cool when someone attacks your reputation? Can you think straight when adrenaline floods your veins? Can you stay quiet and focused when rage is screaming inside? If the answer is yes, you don't just win debates, you earn respect, influence, and real authority. Machiavelli figured out something that still escapes most people today. Authority reveals itself under pressure. That's why history remembers the calm rulers, not the loud ones. The person who remains composed, while others unravel, naturally takes control. Machiavelli dedicated years to observing rulers, generals, and diplomats. He watched kingdoms crumble and thrive, and he uncovered one harsh reality: lose control of yourself, and you lose control of everything around you. Today, we're going to break down the exact process for staying unshaken in any conflict, how your physical reactions betray you instantly, how others size you up before you utter a word, and how to flip pressure into your greatest advantage. Before we go further, repeat after me: I stay unshaken. Say it like you mean it, because once you finish this, you'll see why those 3 words carry more weight than any clever comeback ever could. Number 1. People trust steadiness, not excuses. Here's where most folks go wrong. They assume confrontations are won by saying the right thing. They memorize their defense. They stack their evidence. They polish their reasoning like sharpening a blade. Then the moment arrives, they deliver their flawless rebuttal, and nobody's convinced. Why? Because in tense situations, people aren't processing your words the way you imagine. Before your argument is heard, your physical presence is judged. Posture, breath, and tone speak first, whether you want them to or not. Is your voice shaking or solid? Is your expression tight or relaxed? Is your breath shallow or deep? From those clues alone, they decide in seconds whether you're believable or full of doubt, whether you're strong or fragile. Machiavelli wrote, "Men judge by what they see, as much as by what is true." He didn't say appearance matters a little. He said it matters just as much as the actual truth. How you carry yourself in a dispute weighs as heavily as being factually correct. Watch 2 people clash. One has every fact lined up, but their voice wobbles. They break eye contact. They fidget constantly. The other might be half mistaken, but they're composed. They speak deliberately. They hold your gaze. Who do you believe? The calm one, every single time. Because composure signals credibility. It whispers, "This person has information you're missing. This person is in command." Nervousness signals weakness. It screams, "This person is hiding something. This person doesn't even trust their own story." You can hold the truth and still lose because your delivery collapsed. That's why preparation isn't just scripting words. It's rehearsing how you'll show up physically and emotionally. When someone confronts you, your first priority isn't defending yourself. It's staying grounded. When your tone is even, people perceive you as trustworthy even without a perfect reply. They'll listen patiently to a composed person. They'll give them room to breathe. But they won't extend that courtesy to someone who's spiraling. Think about job interviews. Someone tosses a curveball question you never saw coming. 2 paths open up. Path 1, panic. Speed up your speech. trip over syllables, rush to fill every pause with noise. Your pitch rises. You see doubt flash across their faces. You're losing them fast. Path 2. Pause. Breathe deeply. Meet their eyes. That's an excellent question. Let me consider that for a moment. Then actually take that moment calmly. Which candidate gets hired? The second one. Not because their answer was objectively superior, because their presence was unshakable. This pattern repeats everywhere. Fights with your partner, tough conversations with your boss, public criticism, family tension. Your words matter far less than your energy. Your reasoning matters far less than your composure. Stay grounded, and people will trust you even when they disagree with you. Stay grounded, and you command the room even without having every solution ready. Steadiness equals trust. Nervousness equals suspicion. Number 2. When your body settles, your thinking sharpens. Let's get tactical, because saying "stay calm" is simple. Actually doing it when your pulse is pounding, that's different. In any confrontation, observers scan your body first, and your body doesn't lie. You can claim, "I'm totally fine," but if your hands tremble and your eyes dart around, no one buys it. Your body is a giant screen displaying your internal weather. Most people can read it in under 3 seconds. Trembling hands signal fear. Restless eyes signal insecurity. A hurried voice signals panic. Folded arms signal defensiveness. Every twitch, every posture change, every vocal shift, people absorb it and use it to decide whether to respect or dismiss you. Machiavelli said, "Men judge more by sight than by touch." What they observe in your bearing matters more than the arguments you construct. To remain unshaken, manage your body first, because your mind follows your body, not the reverse. Most people think backward. They believe calming the mind will calm the body. But when you're mid-conflict, your nervous system is already firing. Trying to calm your thoughts alone is like stopping a speeding train by wishing really hard. Control your body. Your brain takes signals from your physiology. If your body acts calm, your brain concludes, maybe this situation isn't life or death. Your mind follows. 3 levers you can pull right now. First, your breathing. Under stress, breathing speeds up and becomes shallow, chest-based. This sends a panic signal to your brain. Danger mode activated. Your prefrontal cortex, the logic center, goes offline. Your amygdala, the fear hub, takes the wheel. That's why people blurt out foolish things during arguments. Your frightened brain is driving, not your rational one. So, when heat rises, slow your breath deliberately. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Breathe from your belly, not your chest. Do this a few cycles. Your heart rate drops. Your brain receives the message, "We're safe." Now, logic comes back online. Second, your posture. Sit or stand like someone in control, not arrogant, just solid. If standing, plant your feet shoulder-width apart. Don't shift your weight side to side, just root yourself. If sitting, straighten your spine. Don't slouch. Keep shoulders loose but not collapsed. Keep your hands visible and still. No fiddling with pens, phones or hair. No finger tapping. No crossing and uncrossing arms. Every needless movement broadcasts anxiety. Still, hands on the table, in your lap, at your sides, calm and controlled. This makes you appear steady to everyone watching, and it makes you feel steady internally. Your brain observes your body acting composed and begins to believe it. Third, your voice. When nervous or angry, voices speed up, pitch climbs, volume fluctuates unpredictably. You talk faster, trying to spill everything before courage vanishes. The instant your voice shifts like that, trust evaporates. So, slow it down. Speak at 70% of your usual pace. Lower your pitch slightly. Keep volume consistent. If you need silence, embrace it. Don't fill gaps with or awkward laughter. Just pause. Let the silence exist. Silence is dominance. Silence unsettles others. When they're uncomfortable, they talk to fill the void. When they talk, you regain control. A measured, steady voice makes people lean in. It suggests you possess knowledge they lack. Here's what most miss. Composed body language doesn't just make you look powerful, it destabilizes the other person's aggression. When you stay calm while someone yells, something curious happens in their brain. They feel off balance. They're hurling intensity at you, and you're not reacting how they expected. They expected you to match their energy, to yell back. When you don't, they start doubting themselves. Why am I so heated? Why isn't this person rattled? Do they know something I don't? Just like that, you've seized the high ground without raising your voice. Machiavelli understood, whoever masters their body masters the moment. Power isn't aggression, it's presence. When someone comes at you hard, when tension spikes, remember, slow your breathing, steady your stance, measure your tone. Master your body, and your mind follows. Master both, and nothing shakes you. Number 3. Detachment creates clarity. Let's talk about taking offense. Someone criticizes you, questions your skill, and instantly you feel that surge in your chest. That burn, that defensiveness, that inner voice screaming, who do they think they are? From that second forward, clear thinking evaporates. You're reacting now, defending, shielding your ego instead of solving the actual problem. That's when defeat happens. The moment something feels personal, strategy dies. You stop thinking ahead. You stop seeing the full picture. You're just trying to win this instant, regardless of what it costs tomorrow. This is where detachment becomes your secret weapon. Detachment doesn't mean apathy. It means you refuse to let emotions hijack your brain when you need it most. It means stepping back mentally for a beat, even mid-argument, and viewing the situation like an observer, not a victim. Machiavelli once wrote, "A wise man acts as he must, not as he feels. Acts as he must. Not what soothes your ego, not what feels satisfying, but what you must do to achieve the outcome you actually want." Most times, that means staying composed, staying detached, and responding intelligently instead of emotionally. Example: you're in a meeting. You've poured weeks into a project. You present your concept. Then, someone, let's call him David, tears it apart publicly. "I don't think this will work. It's unrealistic. We tried similar ideas before." 2 choices. 1. Take it personally. Get defensive. Your tone tightens. "Actually, David, if you'd reviewed the entire proposal, you'd see I addressed those concerns. This is nothing like previous attempts." Now the room's tense. Everyone's uncomfortable. David doubles down because you challenged him in front of peers. Even if you're correct, you look bad. You couldn't handle pushback without emotion. 2. Detach. Recognize David's comment isn't a personal attack, it's just data. Maybe he raises a valid concern, maybe he's being obstructive. Either way, irrelevant. You're not here to defend your ego. You're here to make the smartest decision. So you pause, nod. "That's a fair point, David. What specifically worries you most? Let's explore that." Watch what happens next. Tension dissolves. The room sees you as reasonable. David either explains his concern properly, helping you refine the idea, or backs down because he lacks substance. Either way, you win. Not by fighting, by detaching. See the difference? First version, acting on how you felt, defensive, attacked, emotional. Second version, acting on what you must do, strategic, calm, outcome-focused. That's detachment. Detachment also shields you from saying things you'll regret. How often have you said something cruel in the heat of anger, then spent days wishing you could erase it? That happens because you weren't detached. You were drowning in emotion, and emotion wanted to wound, to dominate, to retaliate. Once words escape, they're permanent. You can apologize, explain, rationalize, but you can't undo harm. Detachment creates space. Space to think, space to choose words carefully, space to ask, will what I'm about to say help me or hurt me long term? Usually, it'll hurt. So you don't say it. Instead, you respond intelligently. Stay on target. Keep your goal front and center. The more you practice detachment, the easier it gets. At first, it's deliberate. You actively remind yourself to step back, breathe, don't take things personally. Over time, it becomes automatic. You notice the instant your emotions spike. You catch yourself before reacting. You pause, detach, then choose your response. That pause, that tiny gap between trigger and reaction, is where your power lives. In that gap, you're not a victim, you're choosing your move. When you're choosing, you're in control. One more example. Someone insults you, mocks your intelligence, disrespects you in front of a group. Instinct? Strike back. Defend yourself. Prove them wrong. Make them suffer. But if you're detached, you see it differently. This person is trying to provoke you. They want you to lose composure. They want you to look bad. If you react how they expect, you hand them victory on a platter, so you don't react at all. Or you react so calmly, it disarms them. Interesting perspective. Thanks for sharing. Then you move on like it didn't even graze you. That's power. That's control. Now they look bad, aggressive, emotional, desperate, and you look untouchable. Machiavelli knew, whoever controls their emotions controls the outcome. Detachment creates clarity. Clarity creates better choices. Better choices create better results. When someone challenges you, when heat climbs, when you feel that urge to defend, breathe, step back, observe, detach. See the situation for what it truly is, not what your emotions insist it is. Then respond as you must, not as you feel. That's how you stay unshaken. Number 4. Calmness turns tension into leverage. Now we enter real strategy territory, because staying calm isn't just defense, it's a weapon. When things escalate, calmness stands out. Everyone's raising volume, emotions flaring, voices overlapping. Energy is chaotic. Then there's you, calm, stable, not adding fuel. Instantly, you become the center of gravity. People pay attention differently, not because you're loud, but because you're quiet in a room drowning in noise. That's where leverage begins. When you're composed amid chaos, others unconsciously follow your lead. They lower their voices to match yours. They slow down. They look to you for guidance, stability, reassurance. You become the anchor, the one who appears in command. Even if others outrank you, even if they're older or more experienced, none of that matters. In that moment, authority belongs to whoever looks least rattled. Pure Machiavelli. He grasped that real authority isn't granted by titles, it's claimed by whoever commands presence. Arguments with your partner. You stay composed while they're upset. Suddenly, you're the rational one, even if you're partly at fault. Conflicts with family. You keep your voice level while others shout. You become the person everyone turns to for answers. Workplace disputes. You remain steady while others panic. Your boss sees leadership potential in you. This isn't manipulation, it's understanding human nature. People gravitate towards stability. When everything's falling apart, they want someone who isn't. Someone who looks like they know the next move. If you're that person, you gain influence you didn't have before. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't even need to be right. You just need to be calm. Calmness creates the illusion of competence. It makes people assume you're more capable than you might be in that instant. Once they assume that, they defer to you. Ask your opinion. Seek your approval. That's leverage. Let's be clear. Leverage here doesn't mean manipulation. It means you're in a better position to steer the outcome towards something that benefits everyone. With leverage, you can de-escalate. Propose solutions others wouldn't have listened to if you were emotional too. You can say, let's all take a breath and try a different approach. And people actually listen because you're not part of the chaos. You're part of the solution. Machiavelli wrote extensively about perception and authority. He knew being perceived as strong often matters more than actual strength. A leader who appears calm is trusted, even if internally uncertain. That's not dishonesty. That's understanding how people operate. They make judgments based on what they see and feel, not just facts. What they see when you stay calm is strength, confidence, control. So they grant you authority, even if you didn't have it before. Example: you're arguing with someone close, partner, best friend, sibling. Things are heating up. They're saying hurtful things. You want to hurt back, but you stay calm. Listen. Don't interrupt. Don't raise your voice. What happens? At first, they might keep pushing, keep escalating, but after a while, your calmness starts working on them. They feel uncomfortable being the only one emotional. They start calming down too. When they calm down, the real conversation can finally happen, where you actually solve the issue instead of just wounding each other. That's leverage, not over them, but with them. Calmness doesn't just protect you, it transforms the entire dynamic. It turns tension into an opportunity to lead, to guide, to create a better ending. When the room is hot, when emotions are boiling, when things feel out of control, don't add to the fire. Be calm in the storm. Watch how fast you become the person everyone's looking to. Number 5. Consistency builds an untouchable reputation. Here's where everything converges. Staying calm once, in one meeting, one argument, one clash, that's useful. It helps at that moment. People notice you handled it well, then you move forward. But staying calm consistently, over time, in every situation, that's when you become untouchable. If you're composed once, people dismiss it as chance. They just happen to be in a good mood, or they weren't really invested. They don't give you credit. They don't revise how they see you. But if you remain calm consistently, every time something breaks, every challenge, every pressure moment, people start labeling you. The label, unshakable. Once that label sticks, it becomes your reputation, and your reputation protects you in ways you can't predict. When you have a reputation for staying cool under fire, people stop trying to apply pressure. They realize it won't work. Raising their voice won't rattle you. Aggressive tactics, threats, emotional games, none of it will move you. So they stop wasting effort. They approach you differently, with respect, professionalism, their best behavior, because they know that's the only way through. Your calmness becomes armor. It filters out nonsense before it even reaches you. Think about someone you know who never loses control. Truly never, no matter what. How do people treat that person? Carefully, respectfully, because everyone knows that person won't react like most do. Now think about someone who's always exploding, always emotional, always losing it. How do people treat them? With caution, yes, but not respect. They see them as unpredictable, unreliable, someone to avoid. That's the difference reputation makes. Machiavelli understood this. He knew consistency separates respected leaders from forgotten ones. A ruler who is sometimes harsh, sometimes lenient, confuses people. They don't know what to expect. When people don't know what to expect, trust dies. But a ruler who is consistently measured, consistently firm, consistently calm, people know exactly what they're getting. That predictability builds trust. Even if they don't always like your choices, they respect your consistency. Same applies to you. When you're consistently composed, people learn that's who you are. Not a mood, not a fluke. Your character. Once it's your character, it becomes your identity. People introduce you that way. You need to meet Alex. Nothing rattles them. Or at work, if there's a crisis, get Jordan in the room. They never panic. That reputation opens doors, creates opportunities, makes people want you on their team, in their corner, leading their projects. Everyone wants to work with someone who won't fall apart when things get hard. But here's the tough truth. Building this reputation takes time and demands real consistency. You can't be calm for a month, then blow up at someone and expect your reputation to survive intact. It won't. One major loss of control can undo months of steady behavior. Because people remember explosions more than they remember calm. That's how memory works. We remember outliers, dramatic moments, times someone acted out of character. So, to build an untouchable reputation, you have to commit, not for a week, not when convenient, always. That doesn't mean suppressing emotions. You can be upset, frustrated, disappointed. It means you don't let those emotions control how you show up. You feel them, process them, but don't let them dictate behavior in the moment. You still speak calmly, think clearly, maintain your presence. Over time, that consistency compounds. Every time you stay calm when others expect you to break, your reputation strengthens. Every time you handle crisis with composure, people trust you more. Every time you refuse to be shaken, you add another brick to the wall protecting you. Eventually, that wall becomes so strong nothing breaks through. People will test you early on, especially if they're used to seeing others crack. They'll push harder, try to provoke you, see if you're genuine or performing. But if you pass those tests, if you stay unshaken every time, they stop testing. They accept this is who you are, and they adjust accordingly. This is when you've truly won, not just individual battles, but the long game. Now you don't have to fight as many wars. Your reputation does the fighting. People approach you with respect from the start. Don't try to intimidate you. Don't play games. Don't waste your time with drama. And on the rare occasion, someone does challenge you. Everyone else in the room is already on your side, because they know you're not the problem. Machiavelli said, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." But there's a third option, to be unshakable. When you're unshakable, people don't exactly fear you, and they might not love you, but they respect you deeply. And respect is more valuable than fear or love, because respect lasts. Fear fades when you're not watching. Love fades when feelings change. But respect for someone who never breaks, that stays. If you take nothing else from this, take this. Calmness is not just a tactic, it's an identity. Build that identity consistently over time, and you don't just survive confrontations, you rise above them entirely. True strength in confrontation is not about volume, not about dominance, not about the sharpest comeback or loudest voice. It's about steadiness. People lose trust in those who can't hold themselves together. They see someone shaking, voice cracking, emotions spilling, and think, this person can't be trusted with anything important. But when they see someone stay calm, who doesn't flinch, who keeps composure when everyone else falls apart, they follow, they respect, sometimes they even fear. Not because you're aggressive, but because you're untouchable. Machiavelli's lesson is simple. Control yourself first, and you control the situation. When you master your breathing, your posture, your voice, you master the room. When you detach from emotion and act strategically, you win the long game. When you stay calm consistently, you build a reputation that protects you forever. This isn't theory. This is how power actually works. The person who stays unshaken doesn't need to be the smartest, the strongest, or the most experienced. They just need to be the one who doesn't break. And over time, that becomes everything. So remember, you don't win arguments by being louder. You win by being untouchable. Practice this in small moments first. When someone cuts you off in traffic, when a coworker snaps at you, when family pushes your buttons, stay calm, breathe slow, speak steady, detach. Each time you do, you're building the skill, building the reputation, building the identity. Eventually, it becomes who you are. Not what you do in some situations, but who you are in all situations. That's when you become truly unshaken. If this resonated with you, hit that like button. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more lessons on power, composure, and strategy. And before you go, say this one more time with me. I remain grounded. Say it. Practice it. Let it define you.